NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here we go.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 80, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Here we go. Right, 80, 12. Stop.
Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. Exactly right. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's get set. Right, 80.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together. And the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's loose at the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 35.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for. I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mason Graham breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Burrow.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16.
Loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Back.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Right, 80. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Okay, break.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
In motion right, Dobbs. And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. Warriors, gotta be lying.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Throwing, Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
To throw is Sanders.
Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Browns! From 6 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also,
this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Sanders. And good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here's Sanders.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Sanders to throw.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now stands at 13. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
1-1, ready?
Second down and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Can. Start.
Burrow will throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Panther 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw now. Here's Sanders.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Okay,
2nd
ready?
and 10.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready?
Sanders.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Bell.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through the big-time pick six.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Sanders.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
And now a fumble.
The ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Let's go now.
Sanders going to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up second and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Set. Cardinals.
Here's second and 8. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. Big time.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. So left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
19 shots, Warriors, 17.
From the gun, it's Shador. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. Sampson will work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
That's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Stretch. Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll go with a keeper.
And he's going to be touchdown right at the line of scrimmage.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from the defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field.
Here we go.
Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On play action, here's Shador.
And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
70, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on.
On first down, Sampson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacted to the football almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Let's get set. Right 80. God.
Burrow on play action. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll run on first down. Sampson. Pass for 20. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with their second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Come on, set. Panther 60, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Rambo 80.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
And they take a knee.
Timberwolves.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Into space at the 45.
And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow looking to pass. Man open left side is Brown.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and 9.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Thanks.
To the air again, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Bengals first down.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.